I'm not thinking in the moment, rah, like, why are you asking me how much money I'm making at what o'clock of night? I swear to God, when I tell you I ran until I pissed myself. Oh my God. This is emotional, you know. But I'm not crying on fucking YouTube. Like, I'm a big blood clot, man.
Everything up make sense soon. Make a band-aid and put it over the wound.
What a guan, pal, what a guan. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So guys, I actually thought about doing this video, and before I started making YouTube videos, I decided that I want people to know what is going on in my life right now and what has happened in the past. So after long thought, I said I'm actually going to do this video, and although I've like joked about story times in the past, like this one now, I can actually say like I have to look over my back because there are some crazy people out there in this world. If you're new to my channel, please click that subscribe button, and after watching this video, please like and comment if you enjoyed this video and if you enjoy my channel, etc, etc. So today I'm going to be talking about an incident that happened after Wireless and how it all happened and how I felt and how my life has changed over the past couple of months. So I'm going to start from the beginning. Spontaneously, me and my friends have decided that we are going to go to Wireless. We've gone to Wireless now. My day is good. Like I've met people that I didn't even know knew me, and I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting this type of response when I started taking YouTube seriously, and when I started hanging around with Renee. I didn't expect this response. I just thought that I was going to just do my YouTube and keep it moving. I didn't think I would have people running up to me, people cheering me on, people giving me advice, people giving me tips, and other influencers reaching out to me. I didn't think that would have happened to me, because I still felt like I was well away from that kind of life, if that makes sense. So we get to Wireless now, and Wireless is Gucci. We're enjoying the music, and I don't know, like, obviously I get a lot of anxiety when it comes to crowds, and I get really overwhelmed when people are screaming, got it. Like, I get really overwhelmed. I love it. I'm not gonna lie, I love it, and I love the love, but sometimes it takes a while for me to actually take it in and process what's going on. There was an incident in the crowd, because at first we was right by where the celebrities were performing. So we are right by the front of the stage, and an incident happened where a boy has literally walked up in front of me, but instead of saying excuse me, he just barged me out of the way, and I'm like, say excuse me. I'm like, say excuse me or you're not passing me. I'm like, say excuse me or you're not passing me. He's like, it's not me, it's the people behind him. I was like, okay, fair enough, but you are still the person that is in front, and the least that you could do is say excuse me. He's like, oh, you need to relax. And I'm thinking to myself, as much as I don't like confrontation, I'm not going to stand for disrespect, because as everybody knows, I'm big 25-year-old, and this boy looked about 12. And I was thinking to myself, I don't care if you're with no gyal, you need to calm yourself down, because I'll backhand you in your face. So I told him to calm down and relax himself. After he's telling me to relax, I told him, if you don't say excuse me, you are not walking past me. He didn't walk past me, he walked round, he went round the back. He went round the back of me and all my friends. Cool. As he said it wasn't him that was pushing. So another crowd has ended up pushing, like it's about 5 girls, and they've literally just pushed all of us. And yes, I understand that I'm an influencer, or I'm known to a lot more people than the average person, but I'm going to be myself. I'm still going to react naturally to a situation. And if 5 people are barging a set of 5 people, we are all going to at least defend ourselves, because if we drop, we are going to get crushed, because the celebrities were performing and the crowd was jumping, like nobody was literally standing still. So these girls have literally just barged us, like no form of consideration for where they're going. They've literally just barged Renee, and Renee's literally tumbled over onto me. Sharika and Monet, and we're like, what's going on? What is going on? We're like, look where you're going, look where you're going. The girls are not, and obviously I feel like because they had recognized who Renee was, they kept like egging her on, they kept pushing, you know. Next minute now, the drink flies, all the juice is all over Sharika's face, and I'm just like, do you know what? We need to get out of here. So we all agreed that we're gonna move from like in the crowd, and I was like, I don't know why that just happened, but that can't happen again. We need to get out of this crowd. So we've walked out now. I'm not saying this next incident happened to me, but just watching it and watching how people react when they know who you are, like you actually have to be careful of where you're going and what you're doing. So we're all walking out and Renee's in front. Renee says, excuse me. Renee's got the softest voice in the world. She says, excuse me. The woman goes, what she said, I don't know what she said, yeah, but she said something like, it was just something weird, like she just didn't move out of the way straight away. Renee didn't push her, nothing like that. So the woman's like, it's like the woman's taking it. So Renee's now getting frustrated now because we are all waiting to move out of the crowd because more people are coming in. Renee's like, excuse me, please, excuse me. And the woman's just not moving. The girl then goes, oh, that's that girl from Twitter, innit? And it's just like what do you mean that's that girl from Twitter? Like, and obviously I understand that this has not happened to me, but I'm looking at it as, imagine if I was at that caliber of popularity, or imagine if I had a blue tick. Like, you don't know what people are willing to do to get a reaction out of you, to go viral. You do not know what people are willing to do. She's like, that's that girl from Twitter, blah blah blah, and she starts laughing, and while Renee's like talking to her, she's just laughing, and I'm thinking to myself, why are you laughing? Like, this is not funny. We're trying to get past and you're literally blocking our way, because she was the only person that could move out of the way. And then her mum was entertaining the rubbish, and I'm just thinking, you have nothing to lose. You have no ambition. You have nothing about you for you to be trying to cause trouble in a public place, in a crowded environment where people are literally here to enjoy themselves. We got out of that now and we've walked out. I was just like, do you know what? We need to just go right to the back, and although we're far away from the stage, we can still see. I just wanted a bit of leg space around me to be able to walk, to be able to breathe. And throughout this time, people are still coming up to me. People are still coming up to Renee and Sharika and everyone else. And like, it was overwhelming for me. Never did I think that like I would be, I don't know, like I wouldn't think that I would have had anything like this. And I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for having a friend that helps me, but also gives me the exposure that I have wanted for a long time, that I have wanted and that I have been working for. And I have to understand that now that I have someone that is very popular, someone that gets millions of views, millions of people going onto her page, and she's got pictures where my @name is in it. So I have to understand that sometimes the hate transfers, sometimes the hate just follows. Like, sometimes sometimes I will wake up and like my whole like feed or my whole updated like comments and likes would be people attacking me, attacking my business. And as much as I'm strong or whatever, like, I just think to myself, what do you get out of being behind a fake page or spewing hate? Because I don't think I've ever been one to be spiteful. I don't think I've ever been one to just go out of my way and leave like a hate comment on somebody's page or anything like that. So I genuinely cannot understand why people would do that. And then after this now, the Cardi's finished performing and we said we're ready to go. People are still screaming God Phillip. It's late at night. People are still screaming God Phillip. People are still want to take pictures. People still want to say hi and whatever. So we are all walking out. It's 6 of us. We're all walking out and somebody screams God Phillip. And I know that some people can be very sensitive when it comes to not wanting to take pictures, not showing love back. So I said, you know what, I'm going to stop and take some pictures. It was about 5 girls. I said, you know what, I'm going to stop and take some pictures. I was taking the pictures, and as I turned around, everybody else has disappeared. And obviously it wasn't intentional because I didn't say where I was going. I literally just stopped. And as I stopped, they had carried on walking. Like, I couldn't cut through and reach my friends again. So I was literally just way behind. By the time I actually got out of the park, no one was to be found, and my battery was dead from midway of the concert. But as I'm walking to the train station, people are still coming up to me, people are still want to say hi and whatever, and I'm so tired. That night I was tired. Imagine standing on your feet for over 5 hours. Like, that was like the last concert I went to was Amarian's concert with my brother, and I was like 15 or 16. That was back in whatever year. That was the last concert I went to. So imagine 10 plus years later, and I'm going to a concert, and I can't stand up. I'm not gonna lie, I can't stand on my feet for 4 or 5 hours, prancing up and down. I can't do it. So when I've left now and I'm on my way home, I'm knackered. People are still want to take pictures with me, and I'm like, you know what? Let me just take them, because it could change their day, it could change their mood. So let me just take the pictures. So my battery's dead. I get on the train and I said, you know what? I'm just gonna go home. I would have went back with Renee and them, but I said, you know what? I'm just gonna go home, because I don't know what time they're gonna get home. I don't know where they've gone, so I'm just gonna go straight home. I would normally take a captain, but I've had to take a train to my area, and then from my area there's either 2 buses that I have to get on. The shorter bus, like the bus that allows me to reach 5 minutes walking distance from my house, is no longer running. Only the 24-hour bus is running. So where that stopped, it's another 20-minute walk to my house. I'm tired. I was just overwhelmed from the fights, like from the little arguments that was in the park. I was overwhelmed from that already. So like, I didn't know how I was feeling on my way home. So I've gotten off the bus now and I'm walking home. And this road is long, and obviously people that know me and know this road, they know it's long. It's on the other side of the area, and I have to walk 20 minutes just to get to my house. So I'm walking along the road. I started jogging a bit just so that I could like get to my house a bit quicker. Something heard me here. Yo, got it, Phillip. Yo, got it, Phillip. I said to myself, who is this now? Who is this now? And why are they calling me God and Phillip? No, but the only one person. And the reason why I started taking Captain to my house, the reason why I started taking Captain home was because a supporter saw me walking from literally, I had walked out of my road, yeah? And a supporter saw me walking and jumped out of the car. And I was so shocked that she had recognized me. So I have to take cab to my house, because I'm not being funny, but as much as I love you lot, me no want nobody know where me live. I don't have time for that. So I want that little bit of privacy for me and my family. I can't expose that to any and anyone, if you lot understand where I'm coming from. So I'm walking down the road and all I hear is, yo, got it, Phillip, yo, got it, Phillip. So I've stopped now, guys. I'm so tired, you know. I'm so tired. It's nearly 12 o'clock. Go 1:30, going on to 1. And he has appeared as a supporter. So he's bigging up my YouTube channel. He's like, yo, I love what you're doing on YouTube. Like, I love how original you are, and I love how unique you are. Like, proper like road boy, like road you. Like, he was dressed in all black. He almost looked like Conan, like crept Conan. He was like short, like kind of stocky built. One bad habit that I have is that when I'm speaking to someone, I don't give them eye contact. So I could be talking to someone, but I'll be looking there. So I'll be explaining something, and like, as you lot say to me all the time, like when I'm talking, I will look everywhere else but at the camera. And that's a habit that I've had for years from when I was younger, and it's somewhat to do with my confidence, like my confidence and my self-esteem. So that's why I don't do it when you lot watch my videos sometimes. So he's like, yo, God and Phillip. He's bigging up my YouTube. He's asking me questions. He's asking for advice on how he can start and what he could potentially do. And then obviously he goes on to asking me how much money I make. And I'm not thinking in the moment, rah, like, why are you asking me how much money I'm making at what o'clock of night? So I'm just thinking, everybody asks how much you make from YouTube, and I'm not being funny, but I can't say how much I make, because it's different to everybody else. It differs depending on your popularity. It differs on your view count. It differs on your ads. It differs on how much seconds somebody watches your ad. There's so many different aspects to how you can earn money. And I'm not being funny, but I can't put all my eggs into one basket. So even if I was earning grands every month, I cannot say that every month I am going to guarantee get that set amount of money. I have to know that there is other incomes for me to be able to back myself up. So I can't answer that for anyone that asks me how much I make. So when he asked me that, I didn't think anything of it. So I just gave him a generic answer, and I said it just depends on your popularity, it depends on your view count, and it depends on your ads. And he was like, cool. I then went on to say, do you know what? I'm tired. I just want to go home. I just want to sleep. So I'm going to head off. Obviously, while we was talking, I had to stop because I was near my house. I could not walk any further because I did not want him to know where I lived. And that wasn't nothing personal to him or the way he looked. It wasn't nothing to do with that. It was simply because I do not want a stranger knowing where I live, and my privacy is important to me. I do not live by myself, and I have to think about other people's safety, not just my own. So that is why I did not want to walk to my house. I've now told him I'm going to walk. I'm going to head off now. I'm going to go home. I'm tired. I've turned my back. And I don't know if you lot remember the day of what I was wearing. I was wearing like a mesh top, and he literally, as I turned my back, I feel something press against me, and he like whispers it, because obviously we're on the road. He doesn't know who is around, so he whispers in my ear and he's like, empty your pockets. And for anybody that's been to wireless, you know that when you go through the barriers, you get a plastic bag. So I had everything in that plastic bag that whole evening, because I was wearing shorts, and like I tend to lose stuff quite easily. So I put everything in the plastic bag, and everything was in one pocket. So he's like, empty your pockets. And I'm thinking to myself, not again. Why me? Like, what is going on today? Why people keep troubling me? Why do bad things keep happening to me? I'm thinking, why? Like, what did I do? Why bad things keep happening to me? But sometimes you need that kick. Sometimes you need that kick in the arse, and sometimes God says you need this kick in the arse. You need to look over your back. Why am I walking on the road at hours of the night? Once again, he's pressed the knife. So he's pressed something against me, and I look down and it's a knife. He says, empty your pockets. I've gone in my pockets now. I put both hands in my pockets, and I said to myself, what am I about to do in this moment? And am I going to give him everything remember, everything is in my pocket now. And on my phone, on my old phone, I didn't have a password. Everything was in that bag. And those are the main things that I carry out every single day. And I just said to myself, not again. Why not again? Because I have spoken about story times before about me being robbed, but never did I dream of a knife appearing in my sight. Like, I've never seen a knife unless it's the one in my kitchen. I've never seen a knife being held up to me. I've never been in that position before. I just did not know what I was going to do. But I thought to myself, I know that I'm strong. If anybody knows me, I am quite strong for my little skinny self. I can lift and I can fight, but no form of strength can overpower no form of strength can overpower somebody's knife. Nobody's strength can punch through a knife. So in that moment, I was just saying to myself, what am I going to do? Am I going to give him all the content of this bag? So I took it out, and it's in my hand. But I've bunched up both of my hands, and I'm acting like I'm going to give him both, yeah? So I literally turned so that I'm facing him, and I literally just give him the biggest push, and he dropped back. And I swear to God, when I tell you, I ran until I pissed myself. And as much as that is embarrassing for me to say, I am going to be real. I pissed myself. I uploaded the snap on Snapchat because I said to myself, I don't want nobody else to be I said to myself, I don't want nobody else to be walking on the road hours of the night thinking, oh, my area's cool, my area's safe. And guys, if anybody, for the people that have come to my house, they know that my area is the quietest area in the world. Like, you will not think that like you're gonna find a riffraff or a hood rat or like somebody of that nature in my area. People always say, oh, you live in country, oh, you live in the outskirts, like, and I'm like, yeah, I do, but I say to myself, there is a hood in every area. There is somebody that has come from the gutter in this area, and I'm not gonna lie, the hood, they might leave the hood, but the hood never leaves them. So they might be living lavish, but some traits they still pick up and they still go and do. So he literally, as I'm running, before I piss myself, as I'm running, he literally gets the knife and like it's almost like he's trying to hook the knife onto my top so that I can stop running, so that he can choke me and then I stop running. He ripped the back of my hoodie. He ripped the back of the hoodie with the knife, and I was like, what is going on? He is going to slice up my clout, and I'm not going to be able to get home, and I'm 5 minutes from my yard. And when my mum finds out that I'm walking home and she has to walk down the road and see me hacked up because a guy wanted my phone, and my mum always says to me, if somebody asks you for something, give it to them. Give it to them. Your life is more important than valuables. But I said to myself, I'm 25. I'm not doing this again. That's what I said. I said, I'm 25 and I'm not doing this again. That is what I said to myself. That is why I didn't give it to him. I'm not being funny, but that's why I didn't give it to him. I said, I'm not giving him my good hard-earned blood clot phone. I'm not doing it. So I pushed him and I ran. And in that, he cut my top. He ripped over the back of my top and nearly sliced up my back. And then I pissed myself. I walked into my yard and my heart was busting out of my chest. My heart was busting out of my chest. I could barely breathe. Like, I've just literally pissed myself. The whole of my shorts is soaking wet. My socks, my trainers, it stinks of piss. And I'm thinking, wow, I just did that. And as much as I shouldn't have kind of fought back or shouldn't have like resisted, and I should have just given him my belongings, I did that. And we move, and I wish I saw his face. But the road that he came from was pitch black. The road that the main road that I live off of has about five lights. Like, I don't know why God said this is gonna happen to you tonight, because I guess I needed to learn my lesson. And people have to understand that there are people out here that have millions of followers and they can't walk the street. And maybe one day I might have 1 million followers. Who knows? I might get to 50k. I might get to 100k on Instagram, and people from all over the world already follow me, but even more are going to start following me, and they're going to see that, like, popularity is not a game, and it's all fun and games being famous, but can you handle what comes with it? Can you handle the hate? Can you handle some people and their like obsessive behavior? Can you handle that? It's not something that you joke about. Like, and obviously I could have kept this private, but I've already put story times about me being robbed, and I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I made a joke about being beaten up and robbed in a prank against Mummy Fabulous, and look what happened to me. Look how karma works. Not that I necessarily believe in karma, but when you're laughing at a certain type of situation, when you're making a joke out of a certain type of situation, this is what happens. This is what you get. It comes and licks you back in your face, and you don't know what to do. So for the people that want to be famous and want to be popular, want to be insta famous, you have to be prepared to stop walking the streets at late of night, stop saying hi to any and anyone, because you don't know who is going to approach you. You don't know the person that is approaching you is a mass murderer, is a local robber, goes from house to house and robs people, is a pickpocketer. You don't know. So you have to be able to judge somebody's character. You have to be able to understand where this conversation is going. And it's not every person that you answer, oh, how much you earn. And I should have known how you asking me how much I earn at hours of the night. thinking that I have money on me or I have valuables on me that you can basically gain from. You, like, people that want to be YouTubers and people that want to be famous, do not be on social media for popularity, because popularity does not pay you. Be on social media because you want to give people advice, but you also want to open doors for yourself. You want to represent, you want to be a representation of who you are, and possibly one of your journeys or one of the things that you've been through, someone else might have been through. So yeah, you have to think about, is popularity something that I want, or do you want to make a steady living from maybe a talent that you have? And the way you show that talent is on social media, on YouTube. So you have to think long and hard about it. But I said to my mum many years ago, when I was younger, I went to drama school because my family, my mum and my dad, they felt like I was going to be the next star that was going to be on TV. I can sing, I can act. You lot have watched my pranks. I'm an all-round character. That is why I want to do it, and I want people to watch me and say, yo, like, Phillip is doing his thing. And people come up to me, oh my god, this is emotional, you know, but people come up to me, yeah, and like, I'm not crying on fucking YouTube, like, I'm a big blood clot, man. Big up the Somali girls that come up to me and are like, yo, Phillip, I love what you're doing. Like, I love what you're doing. And the fact that you're Muslim, the fact that you're so unique, the fact that you express yourself, the fact that you are just so confident, I love it, and I'm proud to support you. And that means everything to me. That's not necessarily what I was expecting, but that means everything to me. And in that moment, I said, I'm not no pussy. I'm not no idiot. I'm sick and tired. I've been bullied. I've been bullied throughout every single academic year of my life. I'm not gonna let a 5'6", 5'7" waist man come and try and bad up 6'3" me. Like, come on now. I said to myself, it's not happening again. I'm not doing it again. So that is why that's why I said, nah, it's not happening again. It's not happening again. So guys, if you are going to be on social media, if you are going to build up your platform for popularity, do it because you have a talent. Do it because you love dressing up and you want people to see your work. Do not do it because you want 5,000 likes, because the likes are not paying you. The comments are not paying you. If you live off of people like being love hearting you, like, there's better things to live off of. There's people out there that are hungry. There's people out there that would exchange £1 for food. There are people that will give their last to feed their family. And I'm not gonna lie, I want to be able to feed my family. I want to be able to say, yo, take this. I want to be able to give my sister a grand and say, go and spoil yourself. I want to be able to give my my cousins back in Jamaica, I want to be able to give my cousins back in Jamaica money so that they can buy like new uniform every term. I want them to be able to have lunch money, like all them. And as much as it's not my responsibility, I was luckily enough to be born here. My red passport is a golden ticket. Not everybody has that. So I want to be able to just help everyone in my family and my friends. I have to think about other people when I'm posting videos. I have to think about other people when I'm being a public figure. I have to think about other people, and as much as it's my thing, as much as YouTube is my thing, I have to think about offensive things that I might say. I have to think about hate that is going to come my way. And literally that night, hate came my way more than once, but I had to suck it up and say, yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here. Thank you for watching this video. I know this video is a lot longer than my normal videos, but I just wanted to get everything out in this video. I wanted to talk about everything and just say, as much as I'm jokey about being robbed in the past, the reason why I was joking about it before was because I had been through it and I overcame it and it didn't rattle me. But now, with the popularity that I have, I cannot just be walking anywhere and think that, oh, nobody's gonna recognize me. The other day I was walking into a club, and because the queue was on the high street, there was a car must have like drove past me. The girl wind down the window and she's like, hi, Gade. So I have to understand that I have most probably I am known worldwide, literally, and I have to remember that people are watching you, people are waiting for your downfall. So just understand popularity is not everything. Do it for a purpose. Do it because you love what you do, and do it because you want to reach people that might be going through something. So thank you guys for watching this video, and make sure you like, comment and subscribe to the ting, because without the subscribers and without you lot's comments below, like, guys, it means everything to me from the bottom of my heart. I swear to God, I want to big up Renee for so much that she's done in so little time, because if I was to go into detail, you lot would be like, rah. And listen, I have been going through some things, but before I talk about that, I need to just wait a bit. I need to let it simmer before I reveal the things that I've been through, like deeper than this on a public platform. One love to everyone that supports me. One fucking love. Also, I'm going to be coming out with my own merch soon in the next month. They're just in the works, they're being created at the moment, but I'm coming out with my own merch, and you already know what it's gonna say. So make sure you stay tuned for the signature merch. What a guan, pa, what a guan.